What's everybody up to, Retrothon? This is CheeseVikingGames, and I'm going to be playing Donald Duck and the Magic Cap. It's a Japanese-only Super Nintendo game, and it details the thrilling journey of Donald trying to buy a hat. A hat that is magical, that's right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Our hat costs $300, so we need to take on some odd jobs around town, because we are broke. For the marathon, I'm going to pick up this safety life over here. Just takes about 10 seconds. And then we're going to clean some windows. This game has, yes, this is a translation ROM. Oh, I went up too high. Oops. I was reading chat. It's okay. So, movement here is kind of weird. Donald doesn't always like to clean the window when you tell him to. And I messed up my timing on this angel throwing jerk. But that's fine. I did start the timer. Should I start over? Alright, well, that's gonna be awkward. We'll just finish with a weird timer. Sorry about that. So, you have to get by all these jerks throwing baseballs and anvils at you, but at least they pay rent. Most of these cleans are going really well, too, which is kind of cool. That's gonna hit me, that's alright. So next, since we need 300, we're going to play the 120 Olympics. The Olympic tryouts. The most dangerous sport known to man. Filled with sticky butter and shark bits. Oh. That was a good time. So now we have our $300, we go back to the store, but we realize this old man has bought the hat before we can, and tells us he will give us the hat if we get rid of all the ghosts in this clock tower. So, like the sap that we are, we get rid of all the ghosts in the clock tower. So we gotta get that hat, man. It's Daisy's birthday. You gotta give her the hat she wants. This section has a lot of tricky jumps. I'm probably not going to do most of them because it's very easy to fall, and that's just embarrassing when you fall. So I'm going to be doing some of the jumps, but not all of the super fast jumps. And that's not what I wanted to do. This game also features poultry as health, which is deeply disturbing. Oops, not supposed to fall in that bit. Oh, come on. Ducker Z, yep, get your Ducker Z's out. The detection on these little pegs can be a little weird too, so all the more reason to be a little safer. Oop. And that's the Clocktower. Donald has always enjoyed a good roast turkey, and it is very disturbing. So the old man tells us that the Clocktower is actually a portal to this magical kingdom, and that he is the king of the magic kingdom, and he's transformed into this magical hat. And he wants us to take back his kingdom for him. So we now find ourselves in a strange world, all because we needed to buy Daisy this hat. Oh, that was not good. That was not a good fall. This is not a good stage, but whatever. I think this is the worst boss in the game. He's got a lot of RNG, but I have found if I just walk into this first barrel here, he usually spawns where I want him to spawn. That's a bad spawn. That's a bad spawn. That was too slow. Well, this guy's being a jerk today. He takes 8 hits to kill. And most of the time he'll spawn in this barrel or the second barrel. If I just walk like this. I don't know why that happens. And it might be my imagination. They're not quite random. You can tell there's a little bit of a texture difference on the ground. It is very hard to see though, for the sinkholes. Oh, too slow. Got one more, I think. Got him. So that's the worst boss in my opinion. So the king tells us that he thanks us for saving the village, but then says you have to go to the 4 corners of the realm and defeat all the bosses, so the evil King Pete will bring his Zeppelin down, which gives you access to the floating castle. So now we race this well-known rabbit character, you know, famous Disney character, the rabbit, who we never see again. And the key with this level is just don't fall, because you need to go fast on the ice to run up the mountaintop. If you don't have the momentum, you don't jump, or you don't run correctly, and you get stuck. And when the boss beats you in the race, you lose a life and start over, and that's not good. Yep, gotta go fast. Super easy stage. It is true. We still have our $300. This is a really fun stage. It's got a tricky jump right here. Oh, first try, that was awesome. That skips about... Except that happened. Hitting that jump saves a lot of time, because you need to find this secret area up here to hit this magic leaf, which turns all the flashing corks red. And when the flashing corks are red, that was not at all what I wanted to do. We'll take the backup strats. So this level is a bit like a maze. And it was the long way around. You can get to that cork earlier to get up here. But I missed my jump. I'm gonna kill this bird because it's a jerk. If you don't get the magic leaf, that cork is still flashing and you can't go up to the boss room. So this guy is both the easiest and the hardest boss. If you don't hit him before he gets the hammer, he goes into a second phase, which takes like a minute. I'm not going to do it, I think. Oh, no, 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 no! One more. No! Oh, okay, we got lucky there. Usually he swings the hammer around and corks fly everywhere. But, I managed to cheese it somehow. The last boss is pretty easy, except there's just a bunch of lag in the stage. But there's no real RNG to them. You just have to time out your jumps with the lag. This is another maze level. You're going through magic mirrors. Donald, please. The boss in this level has a pretty cool mirror mechanic, which fits nicely with the stage. Jump, please. Yeah, you gotta go full throttle. Oh, that looks way cooler when you actually land on the springboard the first time. And we're in the boss room. So he will mirror your movements, and you want to get him underneath falling stalactites. That was okay. The trick is you really want to hit him twice in one segment. Like that should be a good one. I don't know if that one connected. That was good. Alright, that was a good fight. So our last level is another maze. It's the forest maze. And casually, the game rotates the floor whenever you walk. So you're always walking straight. But if you jump at certain times, you can trick the game into doing that, which goes through this barrier, and you don't have to spend time trying to find the switch to unlock the barrier. This is the easiest time save in the game, hitting that jump. If you ever do get lost casually, the trick is to just follow the flowers. The flowers tell you where to go, so whenever you see flowers, you walk that direction, or you jump and you follow the flowers. The trees have eyes, which is really creepy, and they also point where you're going. So you see flowers up here, it means we're going to jump onto this ledge. We're going to always get hit by that bee, despite my best efforts. Pick up our full health refill, see flowers again, jump, and enter the boss room. If you do this boss right, it's super cool. He's kind of physics and momentum based. If I can get to him again, I can get him in a pretty good lock. There we go. And now I just jump on him a bunch here, which is awesome. Oh, almost. Lost it at the end. So that should shrink him one more down. He's got 2 more hits. I tend to over-jump him a lot on this last stage. I'll just run through him that time. Didn't even jump. Oh, come on. So yeah, that's a neat level. The mirror maze is my favorite level, just because it's so short and cool, but forest maze is a quick second. So now we've defeated all 4 corners of the bosses in all 4 corners of the realm. We get to go on the magic zeppelin up to the castle. Yeah, the level has some cool Super Nintendo technology, I think, with the rotating floors. This is our first auto-scroller. There's one more in the game. And it's a pretty simple stage, but you can also mistime your cloud jumps and just die, and it sucks. I really like Donald's animation right here, looking around. I think that's really cool. And then, typical pissed off Donald. So we're going to run as fast as we can here to hit the music change, which pauses the screen for a little bit. You want to be as far over to the right as you can for that. You can take a little boost there, that's no problem. Yeah, this is exactly how clouds work. Ducks are well known for their ability to just jump on clouds. There's the last tricky jump in the level. And from here it's smooth sailing. And we got a little rabbit racer back, piloting the Zeppelin for 2 seconds. And now we're at Pete's Castle. So I take the castle pretty slow. My movement is not very good in the castle. If you want to see awesome castle movement, check out Author Blues' world record run. He flies through this area. Oh, what a jerk. Let's try that again. I have never fallen in that pit. Yeah, bouncing on the enemies does change your speed, so I'm just taking the rest of this pretty slow. We'll get our extra life back, though. Now we have this climb, and if you saw my Ninja Spirit race earlier, you'll know that I'm terrible at climbs. Although this one seems to be going pretty well. I needed to make that jump. Hup, hup, hup. No, don't fall, you idiot. There is a fire pit slowly chasing me, but it never really gets to you. So now we actually use the magic cap for the first time. It makes you slightly invisible and invulnerable, but it has some delay from when you hit A to when it actually activates. And we're just going to hide from this jester and hit him 7 times. And we're getting a pretty good gesture pattern. He speeds up occasionally, like that. No, too slow. It's a bit like cleaning the windows. The timing is really precise on the A presses. But we have a ton of health, so it doesn't quite matter. And the jester is down. So there's the other auto-scroller in the game, and this is a very, very laggy section. There's really not a lot you can do. At the very end, you can tank some damage to get to the transition screen quicker, but there's not a lot to actually speed up this auto-scroller, unfortunately. I've tried jumping on top of the chomper, and it just kind of warps you back into the middle of the mouth. You do like a weird screen wrap. I'll take some damage there. Some good Donald teetering animation as well in this game. I'm really impressed. I like all the animation Donald has in this game. It's got good music. It's a fun platformer. For speedrunning tech, it doesn't have a ton. You have the force maze skips and a couple of good precise movements on platforms. But it's mostly a precision and hope you get good RNG on the boss sort of game. I'm not meaning to take all this damage. And your life really doesn't matter because there's health everywhere. That was not a good jump, though. So here you can take the last hit there and then jump up the stairs quicker, rather than waiting for the chomper. And we have our second boss in the castle. I like to call him Little Mac. You need to trick him into punching so you can jump on his head. And he can be a real jerk too, because... oh, good pattern so far. If you jump a little early, he just blocks you. That was an excellent pattern, so... wow! That's my best fight ever, I think, there. I only had one block. That was incredible. So now we're at the final stage. We're coming up to Pete's room. There's some wind physics in this level that really screw me up. Like right there. Couldn't even make a simple jump. Oh, Donald, please. That was not a good jump. The wind. I like to avoid the pegs if I can. Except that seems to work out pretty well. And here's our last bit of wind section. That's a cool damage boost you can do. Bounce off him. Oh, we could have got the health, but oh well. So here's Pete Phase 1. You want to try to bounce on his head and then get up through those blocks at the top there so you can fall back down easy on him. I'm having a difficult time doing that. There we go. That was a good Pete 1. So after you get Pete 1, you want to immediately fall to the left so you can land on his hand. And then you're supposed to just bounce off from hand to hand, but the lag really messes with your jumps. I'm not going to make that hand. So this is a really bad Pete fight, but that's okay. He takes 8 hits as well. Most bosses in this game do. I'm getting some bad lag jumps. But like, that's what you really want to do. Get into a pattern like that, where you just hit him. And that's Donald Duck and the Magic Cap. Pete could do with a shave, yep. If we have time, I'd like to show off the credits, because they're hilarious. So, I will mash a bit. So, we broke Pete's spell. The king comes back to normal. You know, a well-known Disney character, that king. Yeah, the credits are great. So we get some closure here. The king has returned. We stopped Pete. Turn up the volume for the credits. Pete apologized with tears in his eyes, and everybody was forgiven. So the king does give us the hat, he promised. We got our hat finally. Just in time for Daisy's birthday bash. So now we're back home. There's a cake on the table. All our friends are over. Donald gives Daisy the birthday present. Tells her it's the hat immediately before she opens it. Very classy. Donald also prepared a song. And get your sour pleases out. That is not the song, Joseku. It's arguably better. So we get serenaded by Donald. And then he tells the story of how he got the hat. And I love Daisy's expression, because I can't tell if she's sarcastic, sincere, or thinks Donald is crazy. My birthday is next month. What? Even though there's a giant birthday cake in the living room, it's not anybody's birthday. Thanks to the hat, I was able to become friends with the Magic Kingdom. So look at Daisy's animation here. I can't tell if she's like, yeah, wonderful, great, or if she really believes the story. It's a mystery. It's a mystery to all. Yeah, we could definitely take a vacation to the Magic Kingdom, sure. Those eyes, man. And at the end of the game, we get our reward. A kiss on the cheek. Or not even. Just an I love you. So that was Donald Duck and the Magic Cap, or Donald Duck no Maho no Bushi, if my Japanese is accurate, which it probably isn't. I want to thank Retrothon for having me, accepting the run. Being part of the Disney block is awesome. Super excited to be a part of that. And we're going to kick it over to Mad Mega to finish out some Donald. He's going to go find a lucky dime. So we went from getting $300 and a hat to going on a worldwide adventure to find a dime. Thank you guys for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.